Giving me an up-close and personal view. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the JoAnne Powell Show. I am JoAnne. We are coming to you from the World Center of Broadcast Media, WCOBM Hollywood. We've been talking healthcare, and in our nation, it is something that we definitely need to work on, coming up with a plan that meets the needs of all Americans in the United States. Healthcare reform is a hot topic on Capitol Hill and in the business areas and homes of people in this nation, as all of us are thinking about what's going on, and it impacts actually everybody. Well, joining me now, my guest is Minda Wilson. She is a healthcare reform advocate, and she also is an attorney. You have been in the healthcare industry working for several years, and you also are the author of a book, Urgent Care, 10 Cures of America's Ailing Healthcare System. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. So this is definitely a hot topic. A lot of people are interested in what's going on with this. The President Trump and the Republicans had a plan. They were trying to quickly come up with something to fix the healthcare system. It wasn't as successful, possibly because they didn't take enough time looking at a viable plan. In your book, you talk about some key components, the 10 cures, to actually make a difference. What are some of the things that you see as a good, viable way to fix our healthcare system?
I think a successful healthcare plan will have three parts to it. The first part would be a health savings account. Every American could have one. They could put money into it, and it could be used for healthcare expenses from the time they're young until they're on Medicare, even on Medicare, and then it's something that can be inheritable if you don't spend all your money.
Now, how would that work? How do people put money into that account?
Well, today, a health savings account must be tied to an insurance policy, but in the past, they weren't. So anyone could set one up. You could put money in, your employer could put money in, and that money would be yours before tax dollars and could be used for health care. And it was a great benefit because people who wanted to do certain things, if they had physical therapy limitations on their policies and they wanted to get more physical therapy, they could use the money. If they wanted a checkup and their cover didn't cover checkups, they could get a checkup. Whatever they wanted to do that was healthcare related would be paid for. And now it's still the same way for the most part.
Now, with this, is this something that's similar to what, because right now most people pay into an account on the job. They pay so much, and sometimes employers will kick in. Would it be something similar to that?
It's exactly similar to that, but right now the only individuals who have insurance policies that are linked to a health savings account can have one.
Yeah.
So if you don't have it, if you have a lower deductible plan, or if you have a company whose plan is not linked to a health savings account, you're not allowed to put any money away for your health today or your health in the future. It doesn't work very well.
And then the plan that you're talking about, does that go with you? Like if you move from a company to company, you don't have to worry about losing your health care, your coverage?
Well, what I would recommend is people be able to get catastrophic coverage. When people move from job to job, the issue is who's going to pay for that coverage. So what you're hoping is that every company has their own plan, and if you change jobs, then you can move from the catastrophic policy you had at your old job to the catastrophic policy you have at the new job. Yeah. And that way you'll be secure. And for people who are individually employed, self-employed, or work for small companies, then catastrophic coverage would be made available to them. Catastrophic coverage is very inexpensive. Highly inexpensive. It doesn't pay for things like wellness, which is some of the concerns that people have, but the cost is significantly less. If you look as an analogy to some of the Christian gifting programs which offer catastrophic coverage, it's only about $175 a month. And for a family of 4 or more, it's 4 times that. That's the cap. And the deductible is $500.
Okay, versus a couple $1,000
Which
or
versus
more.
$10,000.
Yeah, exactly. So from that perspective, but is it something that most families and most people can pay into? Because a lot of people is like, I can't save money because I'm just trying to, pay for my living expenses.
Well, for
life.
the Christian gifting programs, there are certain rules and regulations, but we could replicate them on the federal level. And for people who could not afford health care, this is a really good option. And when you think about it, the federal government now is subsidizing family policies at $20,000 a pop versus less than $2,000 a pop. And the deductibles on those policies, individuals still have to pay. They still have to come up with that $10,000 versus $500 in the catastrophic coverage.
Well, you have some other options with people. Like, what are some other things with your 3-part plan that you have?
So the third thing is we have to control the insurance company expenses.
Okay.
We can't allow them to take 90% of the pie for themselves.
Right.
I think it's interesting that if you look at United Healthcare, last year their 5 top executives earned $250 million.
Wow.
5 people.
Isn't that something?
Yeah. And so to me that says maybe they have a little bit too much money floating around to pay for executive salaries when maybe they could have cut that in half and only earned $125 million, and then $500 for every policyholder could have been refunded to the policyholders. And what that means is, for a person like me, for a person like you, that $500 is meaningful.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
So I think it's better off in my pocket than in the CEO's pocket, frankly.
I agree with you. We were talking with Minda Wilson about reform in healthcare system here in our country. A lot of talk about that. We're taking a quick break. You're watching the JoAnne Powell Show.
If you are an adult that began college and has not finished your college degree, let me put it to you straight. If your lifestyle and your standard of living is not becoming to you, then you should be coming to us, Oakwood University Elite Program. We are the fast, flexible adult degree completion program for the busy adult, like you.
Register today. Go to oakwoodleap.com or call 256-726-7098. It's time to leap.
For years, people have trusted McKay's Family Mortuary. We're part of your community and we'll take care of the details. We offer a variety of memorial services, including sea scattering and cremation. According to the Federal Trade Commission, the average funeral cost is over $9,000. We have complete funeral chapel service starting at only $31.25, casket included. Direct cremation starting at only $9.95. Visit one of our 5 locations and meet our caring and diverse staff. McKay Family Mortuary. Let us be the shoulder to lean on.
Thanks to Oakwood University and the LEAP program, I have now a college degree. So to the Spanish-speaking members of this community who feel that the LEAP program is something you should consider, I would say, ánimo a la universidad. Considere el programa LEAP de Oakwood University.
Go to oakwoodleap.com or call 256-726-7098.
Seize the Day Scuba for your best scuba experience above and below the sea. You'll find friendly staff, experienced PADI certified instructors, and state-of-the-art scuba equipment and gear. Join our dive club and we'll help you plan memorable scuba excursions. Immerse yourself. Seize the Day Scuba, serving Southern California. Call 949-220-0500 to create your scuba experience.
When I first started into the program, yes, I had doubts. I was really impressed with Oakwood University, with the faculty and the staff and the student body. It was a really good experience, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone who was thinking about going back and finishing their degree.
Register today. Go to oakwoodleap.com or call 256-726-7098.